I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we take a unique tour of Detroit on a Segway. Visit the historic Fort Wayne after dark for a ghost tour. And then we show you where to stay to be close to everything downtown. So stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Hey, you want to discover the D in a totally different way? How's this for a coolness factor? We're going to tour the D on a Segway. I'm right here on Jefferson in front of the rent sign. Come along for the ride. So whenever somebody rents them, you always go over a little training session with them, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, we don't just let them go on it. So, yeah. So let me give you a little training session today.
All right.
Tap that surface.
Got a little
Yep,
smiley
now you got
guy.
a little smiley face. So you're going to take whichever foot you want and just center it between the front and the back of the unit.
All right.
Great. And then go ahead and hold on and just step up with the other foot.
Oh,
Okay.
that's easy.
Yep. So now it goes left and right with
Okay.
using the handlebar, kind of like a bike.
And then to power it, it's my feet then, not...
That's right. There's
Not-
nothing on the handlebars. Yep. So now you're just going to lean your whole body slightly forward, and that's going to put some pressure on your toes. There you go.
I'm going. Oh my. Okay, and then so leaning back gets me backwards. So here we go forward. Okay.
Yep. So you got to do a little forward, and then you can lean your body back, and that's going to make it stop.
And then to turn. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
We do offer tours. We do, generally they're 2-hour tours.
Okay.
We have the Central Business District called the City Tour. And that takes you around to all the, major items
Sure.
here on the riverfront, General Motors Renaissance Center, the stadiums and all that sort of thing, Campus Martius. And then we also do a couple other tours. One is the Gritty Tour, which takes you outside, takes you outside the Central Business District. We actually take the riverfront and then the DeQuinder Cut. That whole tour focuses on the graffiti efforts that are going on. And then actually out to the east side to look at some really big installations of some graffiti.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then this year we've added a Midtown tour. That one's actually a little bit longer.
Well, where should we start? I'll follow you.
Okay, we're gonna zip around this way, down the little hill.
Down the hill we go. Okay. So what a great way too to come along the river walk, watch the boats go by.
Oh
There's
yeah,
Canada.
it's beautiful.
I
Yep,
love it. There's
Canada to our south.
There's a steamship right
Oh,
now.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
And as you were saying, the only place where Canada
Canada is to the south of the U.S. They can go 12 and a half miles an hour.
Yeah.
Everybody asks. And then the other question is, how long does a battery charge last?
Yeah.
And that's 24 miles in a go on
okay.
average.
This is my first time on one right now. It's like I'm skiing.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Gosh, it smells wonderful, all the flowers
Yeah.
along here. Oh, and of course, the Detroit Princess. Even on the uneven ground here, it is super smooth.
Yeah, it's still smooth. So
Yeah.
Hart Plaza is a lot of fun because it has a lot of different surfaces that you can, roll around on.
Yeah.
Hart Plaza is basically our civic plaza. It's where we hold our big festivals. So every Memorial Day Movement Festival, which is the electronic music festival, internationally known. We get a lot of people coming in from, all over the world. And then at the end of this summer season is the Jazz Festival, which is very big. Yeah, it's it goes all the way from here at Hart Plaza all the way up to Campus Martius.
And then throughout the summer, of course, there are festivals.
Yep, smaller ethnic festivals
Yeah.
and all sorts of stuff that goes on here.
Then heading up Woodward here to Campus Martius, you do this on the tour, and do you recommend this route too to people that are just doing it by the hour as well?
We do, yeah. I actually have a map that I
nice.
give it to people with the rentals so that they, can see where they want to go if they're you know, if they're so inclined. It
Right.
also has little pieces of history and you
Oh,
know, some of the
very cool.
information. It's the tour without me. Now we've rolled on into Greektown here, and Greektown, oddly enough, was originally settled by the Germans. They started moving out about the turn of the century, and then the Greeks started moving in.
And now it's just, of course, always a happening
Now,
place.
yep,
you
now
know.
it's the
Greektown.
entertainment district. Yep.
Best restaurant in Detroit.
Best restaurant in Detroit, Santorini.
Come over here and have a steak with us.
All right.
Sounds yummy.
Thank you.
Bricktown.
Right here to
Whoa.
Bricktown, yeah. Little challenging here. You know, sometimes we provide little tests for you.
And we bring it back to the front of the Rensen.
There we
what
are.
you call the football.
Yes, the glass football.
You are an excellent tour guide. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy that we have Segways in the D, and what a great way to come and tour the city. I'm now at the historic Fort Wayne along the Detroit River for their After Dark Ghost Tour.
This was not a great place to be a soldier. There was a lot of unhappiness. The fort has been here basically from about 1842.
So you guys do a lot of fun stuff here, like reenactments and stuff, but of course you do ghost tours, right?
Yes, we do the after hours tours, as we call them.
But there's certainly a lot of unexplained things that
A lot of unexplained
people see
happenings,
here, they
yes.
record here. Now these tours, they happen throughout the year, right?
Yes,
Kind of
we
periodically?
Yes, we put them throughout the year. You can go to the website, the historicfortwaynecoalition.com.
Okay.
You can book a tour. And we try to keep them limited in the amount of guests. You get a chance to do the paranormal investigations yourself.
Okay.
So you can ask for questions and do EVPs and bring your EMF meters and your
So all that's
your different
encouraged.
all
or
that,
all
yes,
that is,
bring it all.
Yeah, bring it all.
Bring it on and
And then
have
and
fun.
you go into quite a few buildings too. You go in
Yes,
the tunnels and
Yeah,
right?
yes, we open you up and we bring you to our visitor center building. We come into the 2 flanking casemates,
Yeah.
the limestone barracks building, the Spanish American guardhouse, and the headquarters building here on site.
So do you think then that some of that despair has led to so many sightings that people claim they see here?
That would
Yeah.
have to be. We try to dispel or disprove what is being said. And if we can, that's great, but there's some things we can't.
You just can't.
We just can't. Hello. Go on in, because I just heard a noise down there. That's the powder magazine. This is a fighting wing. This is where an elemental was seen. Now, the 3 people that saw it have not come back. But you're also very near to one of the sites where it was a large Indian burial mound that was taken out by the Army. So we don't know what's caused the elemental. This is another kind of active area with footsteps.
So you come on the tours a lot then, and you bring your devices and you kind of share with the tour members and kind of explain things. And
Yes. We'll hand out pieces of equipment to the
Yeah.
tour guests, and just so they can have interaction with the equipment that we use, and we kind of tell them exactly what it does.
You guys have actually recorded some things in this gymnasium that we're sending in, right?
Absolutely, right here up against this wall, we caught about a 3-foot light anomaly, and Mark said, "I just saw that same light anomaly down at that end of the gym." So
It just went right through the wall.
This was not always a pleasant place. You were held in these cells up to 1 year.
this is the XCAM SLS, and what it does, it actually maps out figures in a stick figure form. It uses
Ultrasonic detection, thermal imaging, and light sensing.
It maps the person, and then you see that there's 2 people there. You see a 3rd figure, and you know you've got something.
we have something that, yeah, we have to actually interact, and that's really the key. We thought we saw you. Can you let us know that you're here by knocking on the wall? Oh, there it is. It's over to her. If that's you, can you raise your left arm up? It's gone. Okay. Can you move? Can you move behind her? Go ahead. Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Wow, did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It actually looked like it was moving, but getting ready to move behind her. Who's the gal over to the right? Julia, move out of the way. Step over to your left. Out of the picture, keep going. I heard somebody say, "Oh my God," over here. Yeah, no whispering, please. There's a figure standing. Hello? Oh, we actually we thought we saw a figure standing next to the lady, but also we caught something that we never caught. Looked like it was an image of something crawling on all fours, like an animal.
One of the best EVPs I ever heard on this site, he says, "Is that you that just slammed the door?" Right at the end of about a minute and a half of silence, you hear, "Leave me alone.
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. See baseball the way it was meant to be played. Then it's time to fire up those engines for Cruisin' Gratiot. Take a ride down memory lane at Greenfield Village. Then feast your eyes on design and automotive beauty. Cool off along the riverfront during Detroit River Days, and car buffs head downriver for summertime cruising. Celebrate the red, white, and blue with fireworks above the Detroit River. And at the Stars and Stripes Festival in Novi. The Corktown Strut is Detroit's 4th of July festival, and Bike Safari is an evening of bicycles, beasts, and beers. Thousands of motorcycles roar into Hart Plaza for Motorcycle City. Then the Concert of Colors celebrates world music. Enjoy jazz, the blues, and vintage cars at the Paradise Valley Music Festival. Then shop the Ann Arbor Street Art Fair. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. Hey, take a look at this beautiful view of the Detroit River. I'm along the Riverwalk, and I want to let you know that downtown is an ideal place to stay, whether you want to make a weekend getaway, you want to come here on vacation, or if you're here for convention, or even if you live here. We've got world-class hotels and amenities. Downtown Detroit is exploding with dozens of hotels. We've got the 3 casino hotels, the Crown Plaza, the Westin Book Cadillac, the Hilton Garden Inn, just to name a few. We have new ones that have just been built and even more on the way. But of course, the landmark one that towers over the city is the Detroit Marriott at the Renaissance Center. So hey, if you want to take a cruise, just down there we've got Diamond Jack's Riverboat Cruises. At this end we've got the Detroit Princess Riverboat that goes up and down the river. Or you can cruise it in luxury aboard the Ovation Yacht, which docks just down there at the Port Authority. And of course, if you want an international view, right there, that's Canada. And hey, if you want even more fun, we've got this awesome 3-mile river walk. You can jog it, you can rent bikes and bike ride along it, you can even go kayaking. There's a carousel, there's all kinds of fun in the summer. They've got water squirting up for the kids to run through, and it's all just right outside the Renaissance Center. Now getting back to the Detroit Marriott at the RenCen, which, by the way, is also world headquarters for General Motors and even has its own zip code, it's so big. But it has 70 floors with 1,328 guest rooms, all with floor-to-ceiling windows that offer amazing views of Canada. We've got the Ambassador Bridge, Belle Isle, and of course the beautiful downtown Detroit skyline. So you have a 360-degree view of all of Metro Detroit from the tallest building in Michigan. The Detroit Marriott is like a city within a city. In fact, you don't even have to leave the property to get great food. They've got 4 full-service restaurants. They've got Joe Muir Seafood, Andiamo serving up delicious Italian, Volt, which is right in the lobby area, and the extremely popular Granite City. But if you just stop for a quick bite, they have a food court that offers a huge selection of food. They've got Potbelly, they've got Panera Bread, they've got Starbucks. All in total, they have 29 eateries right on the property. When you come out the other side of the hotel, you end up on Jefferson Avenue, which is just a short walk to Cobo Convention Center and other fun downtown destinations. And of course, if you don't feel like walking, you can always jump on board the Detroit People Mover. It has a stop right at the Renaissance Center. So downtown Detroit is very walkable, and one of the great things about staying at the Detroit Marriott is that it's always in sight. You can see it from anywhere. Like, for instance, I'm here at Campus Martius Park. They have great events throughout the summer, and of course they have a great restaurant. Right across the way is Cadillac Square. They've got food trucks out there for a variety of food. We've got Greektown just down the way. They have a thriving nightlife. In fact, they close off the whole street for parties on the weekend nights. Then we've got Woodward just right here on the corner, great for retail shopping, which leads into Foxtown, which is a theater district, and of course Comerica Park. It's all right here within walking distance. So just around the corner from Campus Martius Park is Woodward, where I said it's all very walkable. We've got great outdoor dining. They've got a Brazilian steakhouse down there, great Mexican. We've got a bakery that's moved up here from Midtown. They have just fantastic foods. We've got great shopping. There's Under Armour, there's Nike, there's Moose Jaw. And if you don't feel like doing a big sit-down meal, you can always grab a bite and go. Like this pizza here I got from Slices. You just get the pizza by the slice. It's great thin Detroit pizza. That's good. So another great street eat right here on Woodward in the prime shopping district. We've got the Road Dogs. And I know we're known for our conies, but this is something really unique that we've got to try. Now tell me about this dog.
This is our mango pineapple salsa dog. It has mango salsa, onions, and you have a Dijon mustard.
So it's a mango salsa on there. What on earth inspired that? That sounds intriguing.
We wanted to be unique.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do the conies like everyone else. We wanted something different that would complement the hot dog, and we've got it. Everyone loves them.
You've got it. I'm gonna taste this. Oh, it gives it a nice sweet. Oh, that is really good. That is really unique. Yeah, I never would have thought to put those together, but it works really well.
Thank you.
So this is your spot. You're here across the street from Under Armour. That's your.
Yes, we're here every day from 11:30 to 7. Road Dogs, and we're here right on Woodward and Gratiot every day.
Every day, great spot. So what else is nice is if you're not walking and you're in your car, you can just pull right up and park. They've got 1 hour parking all along here. It makes it so convenient. And we have another bite.
Thank you.
Always fun stuff to see, the Detroit policemen in training. So another great street eat is this place right here. It's called Chickpea in the D. They are known for their hummus and their pita wraps. And they're special. They have hummuses of the day, which I think I'm going to go for. Your hummus of the day is jalapeno cilantro. It's good.
That's right.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Sure. Do you need anything else with that?
No, just the hummus.
All right, that'll be $5.
Best hummus in the D, I've heard.
That's right.
Give it a try. Oh, I can taste the cilantro, the jalapeno. It's spicy, savory. That is so fresh tasting. Well, he said he makes it fresh every day. You can really tell. We have some more. So a little further down Woodward, as you're getting closer to Foxtown, at the corner of John and Woodward, we've got some more great shopping. We've got Kid Ace. There's a wonderful day spa over there. We've got John Barbados, a very upscale men's clothing shop downtown. We've got new things opening all the time, and Woodward is really becoming the shopping district of downtown Detroit. And we've got a new mode of transportation in the D too. See these rails here? They're for the Q line. It'll take you everywhere you need to go downtown. And speaking of new hotels going up, Shinola, you know the people that make the watches from Detroit? They are bringing their world's first Shinola hotel right here to downtown Detroit at the corner of Woodward and Grand River. It looks like they're working on it right now. Handlebar Detroit! Get to bike around Detroit, have a brewski while you're at it. That's up next for me. Hi, Detroit Experience. They give great tours. They give walking tours of downtown. They're right here on Monroe, just close to the Ren Center. If you want to do a nice walking tour, they take you all around the city. It's a great tour to go on, the Detroit Experience Factory. Detroit has always been a great city. We're walkable, we've got great shopping, great food, and if you're staying at the Detroit Marriott at the Renaissance Center, you can never get lost.
Things are happening in Detroit that are going to reinvent the American city.
Those of us who have been here a long time can tell you that it's never been more vibrant.
And it really represents the future, what the future can be and what the future is becoming.
Visitors come in from out of town and they absolutely adore the city of Detroit.
When they get here, what they see is different than what they've come to expect.
You have a lot of people, especially our generation, who are doing everything we can to build it up.
So in a way, it feels like being in a kind of lively college town in the middle of Detroit.
It's really a very compact downtown and a very exciting one because it has so much great architecture, great cultural institutions.
Lots of restaurants, coffee shops.
There's walking, there's tours to do, there's museums to see, art.
We've got Campus Martius Park, one of the best urban parks in the United States.
The DIA, the Cultural Center.
We have a farmer's market.
It's easy to get from here to Campus Martius to Greektown, just walk all over the place.
The Fox Theater, the DAC.
There is so much to do in this city, and it's not like every other city.
Come to Detroit and see for yourself.
You gotta see it to believe it. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com. Hang on, I gotta figure out how to turn it. Always something happening here. You never know what. Hang on. Oh, how's that? Is that better? Keep watching it. Thank you.
Does that happen often?
No, never.
What I want to do, even to get more direct.